How's it going, everybody? It's Frisby Moonsong here. Yow! And today, as you can see, what the hell is that in the background? Oh, never mind. And today, as you can see, we are doing the Power of the Elements giveaway for you guys. I know you guys have been really psyched by this, considering how many damn comments you guys left. I love it. Let's do that on videos where there's also no giveaways. Yeah. But anyway, I like it. I like it. I love the conversation. Keep it coming. I'm not gonna argue. 10 more and it would have been a great number. But anyway, we are doing the giveaway, and we also have the SprighTear element deck combo thingy that you guys have been asking for, so you guys can see the combo tutorial, so you guys can see how it works, and maybe even if you don't want to know how the deck works, it might give you some ideas of how to play other decks and stuff. I don't know, it's just an option, but we will see that in the video. But let's first do the giveaway of the Power of the Elements. Right over here we have all of you who have entered, 42 of you. It's an insane amount. But yeah, thank you to Solopop and Unplug Yourself for sponsoring us with these boxes, and let's get straight to it. See who the first winner of this awesome set is. So our first winner is gonna be no? Close? Netama Neto! Congratulations to you, sir. You were just on our channel recently, so congratulations to you to winning the first box. Wow, that's insane. Okay, the person who was just on our channel recently. Well, looks like you've been following a lot. Here we go for the second winner, and our second winner is going to be Mr. John Farrell. Congratulations to you, John Farrell. You are the second winner, and I'm going to enjoy my cup of coffee saying a cheers to you guys for winning the Power of the Elements boxes. Please send me your details, and I will get back to you with sending you these boxes. Congratulations to you guys. But without further ado, let's go and read their comments, because we have their comments somewhere down here. Let us see, where are all of you? John Farrell, I wanted to say yes, but then my answer mysteriously changed to no. Can't wait to get my hands on some tier elements. Tier elements are really insane, Mr. John Farrell. Yes, but yeah, you know what, you were right. It wasn't the one on the bed, so your answer mysteriously changing was right. Congratulations to you, sir. And then we have, let's see what Mr. Notamaneto's comment is. Where is his comment? We're gonna find these. There's so many comments. It's so hard to look through them. There it is. Yes, I do think it's secret rare. Positive energy. Sorry, I missed. It's okay. It's okay. These things happen. All right. All right. Well done to you guys for winning. And let us get straight into the video with the combo tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys come up with some crazy ideas yourself. So here we are with the deck list ready, shuffled, and prepared for you. So let us do a power shuffle. We are going to be doing 4 test hands, and we're going to be playing them out. And then after that, we are going to flip a couple of test hands without playing it out to see how consistent the deck is and how it works. So let us do the first test hand, and hopefully we get to see what kind of combos this deck can come up with, even when we do not, or when we do, more tier elements monster. So let us go for the first test hand, and here we go. We're going to do the shuffle, cut in half, and test hand number 1, starting with a Gamma, a Foxy Tune, a Ash, a Sprite Jet, and the last one going to be a Rhino Heart. So not the most insane hand, but we are going to use this play to our advantage and see what we can do. So we're going to start off by normal summoning the Rhino Heart, using its effect to send a card from deck to grave. So we are going to be sending the Havness from deck to grave, activating the Havness effect to fusion summon into a Kit Kalos right over here. This is a good start for the deck. We're going to use Kit Kalos' effect to send ourselves. This is a weird opening hand, actually. So we can add the Merly from deck to hand, because Rhino Heart is not the best normal summon to do. So then we're going to use Kit Kalos' effect. We're going to cut the deck in half, of course, sending itself to summon the Merly from your hand. And you're going to go chain 1, chain 2, being able to mull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I believe we have already triggered the Havness, so that will not help us
one bit. So we have not unfortunately triggered everything. So we are going to use Foxy Tunes effect, sending itself. I do apologize for the noise of the dogs. So we're going to use Foxy Tune as effect to send itself to summon our very own Xiamen from our deck. So I do believe we should maybe have summoned the Xiamen first, but at this point I don't think it really matters. So we're going to summon the Xiamen, then we're going to special summon the Sprite Jet using the effect to add ourselves a Sprite starter. Then we can go into a Link 2 using Sprite Jet and Xiamen, summoning our very own Crystron Hulk of Vibrax to be able to special summon a tuner from deck. And what is a tuner? Nothing but Shadow Falco right over there. And then we can overlay the Hulk of Fabrax and the Falco into our gigantic sprites. And then we use Falco's sprite's effect to special summon a monster from our deck. In this case, we can special summon a blue. We are obviously using proxies for the blue at the moment because we do not have. So we're going to use the blue's effect to add ourselves a sprite red. Let us go for the red. And we can special summon the red in defense position and link with these two into a sprite elf. Then we're going to use sprite elf targeting the swap frog in the grave to summon itself right over here. And we're going to use swap frog's effect to send a swap frog from deck to grave since we already milled the Ronin Toad. However, we do not need to summon back because Merly is by chance actually an aqua. So we are going to overlay these two into the Totally Awesome, and we're going to set a starter, and we're going to pass turn. Now, in the opponent's turn, obviously, we're going to detach the Merly to summon a swap frog from deck. But what we can also do, if we don't want to use the Totally Awesome, we can use Sprite Elf to summon back the Merly, use the Merly's effect to mold the top three, and then we trigger our sprites, our Tier Elements effect to summon the Kaleido Heart, and we still have a Sprite starter to go off, which is pretty insane. That's pretty crazy, actually, the fact that we can do that, which is really, really strong. We can make ourselves the Kaleido Heart or the Dragostapelia or even the Winder if we felt the need, because obviously Winder is available in the deck since we got our Falco to the grave. So let us go for another play, seeing what we are able to do. Here we go. For another turn, let's see what we can get from another hand. So that was the first hand, and that actually wasn't a pretty hectic hand, but we were able to do at least something with it. You know what I mean? Let us go for another hand, opening a Gamma, opening a Merly, opening a Cord by the Grave, opening a Sharon, and a Sprite Blue. So obviously we're going to want to, we can either use the Sharon to try trigger an Ash. So let us actually go for that. So let's go Sharon to try trigger an Ash. If he does, we Gamma, and then it's insane. But then we are going to send Merly, summoning the Shaman and milling the top three, and then we can trigger the Merly's effect to fusion summon into our very own Kit Kalos. Here we go. Kit Kalos effect is going to get us our Rhino Heart right over here. Let us get to it. Where are you, Rhino Heart? So in this case, we actually only do the combo of the tier elements, but depending on what we mill, we might be able to go a little bit further. So let's see. We're going to go for the Rhino Heart, and then we're going to use the Kit Kalos effect, sending itself to summon the Rhino Heart, and then chain 1 and 2. So let's cut half, and then we're going to mill top 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we are going to use the Rhino Heart effect to send. So Sharon has gone to the grave, and we've already triggered Merly, so let us send the Havness. Then we're going to make Havness chain 1 and Merly and Sharon chain 2. So Sharon is going to shuffle itself into the deck with the Kit Kalos to make the Dragostapelia. Actually, in this case, I don't think we'd want to, because we actually want to get into like a Sprite combo, but we still can. So let us do that. We're going to shuffle these two into a Dragostapelia right over here, and then we're going to shuffle the Havness and the Ronin Totem and the Reinhardt into, as you can see over here, we're going to shuffle it into our very own Kaleido Heart. There we go. So now we have a little bit more of a play. If you didn't want to do that, if you didn't feel like making Colada Heart, you can still keep these in the grave if you wanted to, and keep the Rhino Heart. This is dependent on your choice, what you rather want to go for. Then we can normal summon the Sprite Blue and link into a Sprite Elf, where you'll be able to actually get your Swap Frog from the grave to the field and actually be able to make a Toad, which would probably be the better play in this position. It depends on the routes you're wanting to go. If you're wanting to go more Sprite or you're wanting to go more tier element combo. We still have the Dragostapelia, which is really strong. We have the Swap Frog. We can banish it to summon the Ronin, and we can overlay into the Toad. Remember, this is assuming they have not ashed your Sharon, because Sharon is a really good card to ash. And we set that, and then standby phase, of course, we are going to summon the Swap Frog from the deck, which is a really strong play, actually. This is a really good board to open with, even. Like, as you can see over here, we've got all these resources, and you can also use Totally Awesome's effect to add back the Rhino Heart when it's tribute. So then when in your turn you can normal the Rhino Heart to send any of your tier element monsters to actually trigger it. So I like the fact that we are getting like weird subpar hands at the moment, or odd hands that show the combo weirdly instead of showing like the full combo. So maybe in one of the hands we'll actually get the full combo, which is basically like E-Telly's full combo. So let's see what we are able to do. So that is combo number 2. Going for combo number 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not even a great hand. This is just Splight combo, as you can see, and I think everyone knows how the Splight combos go, so we won't play that hand. As for hand number 3, we will go straight to hand number 4 and see how this works. Here we go, going for the hand number 4, and see we've got a Swap Frog, we have a Gamma, we have the blue, and we have the emergency teleport. So let's start off with the emergency teleport, showing you how this works. We do have the Gamma in hand, being able to play around certain things. I mean, even this hand is really good going second. So we are going to summon the Xiamen, and Xiamen effect is going to get you your Foxy from your deck to your hand. Here we go, let's get the Foxy. Excuse us for the interruption. We're going to get the Foxy from deck to hand, and then we're going to use Foxy's effect, sending the Gamma, to be able to summon your Deer Note from your deck. Here we go. Let us look for the Deer Note. It is going to be hard to find. There we go. So, Deer Note. I'm surprised we haven't drawn Deer Note, because the amount of times I draw Deer Note in this deck is ridiculous. But anyway, we are going to Synchro Summon into our very own Chaos Ruler. Chain 1 Chaos Ruler, Chain 2 Deer Note, summoning back the Xiamen, and Chaos Ruler we're going to cut in half to mill the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, being able to add any dark or anything else like that. So let us add, it's weird because we can either add the blue, but let's get the blue engraved. So let's add the Gamma. I know it's weird, but we can trigger some stuff. So we are going to trigger the Merly, in this case, to shuffle back the Ronin Totem and itself into the deck, because Ronin Totem is actually an Aqua, so it does work. We are going to make the Kit Kalos, and Kit Kalos is going to search us for a Rhino Hearts. There we go. We got the Rhino Hearts over there. And then we are going to, let us go for the Link 2 into Hulka Fibrax. And Hulka Fibrax is going to summon our very own tuner that we play in the deck. And no, it is not Gamma. We are going to summon the Falco from the deck, giving us access to Window. Now, because we have a level 2 at this point, it would be really good to summon a Sprite monster, but we still have not normal summoned yet, so we have the Swap Frog for the normal summon. So let us go for the effect of the Chaos Dragon, and we're going to banish the Gamma and the Sprite Blue to summon the Chaos Ruler, and we're going to synchro into, because this is a tuner of course, into our Baron before we continue our plays. Now we're going to use Kit Kalos effect, sending itself to summon Rhino Heart. Let us cut the deck, and we're going to mill the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So no triggers over there, but we are going to send the Havness, and we're going to trigger Havness's effect to fusion summon into our very own. Shall we? So at this rate, we can either go for the option of going for the the Dragostapelia, or we can actually go for the for the Collider Heart, but let us go for the Dragostapelia because then we still have options for the Collider Heart in our next turn. So there we go. We're going to shuffle that, and we're going to shuffle the Kit Colors back and that into the Dragostapelia right over here, and then we are going to normal summon the Swap Frog and use the effect of Swap Frog to send our Ronin Totem back to the grave as we did before. Now, because we have done the play of getting the Swap Frog out, we don't need to do too much more, so we're going to link these two into our Sprite Elf because we do not actually need to get too gigantic at this point. Then we can special summon our blue effect to search the jet, and then we can link these two into our very own IP Masquerena, building up a bigger board. Then in this case we can use the Sprite Elf effect to summon Swap Frog back, and Swap Frog effect being able to send a Swap Frog from deck to grave. This is where combo is just getting more and more insane, and you're building a bigger and bigger board just to be able to play through. They've probably tried to hand trap you a couple of times, but you can see even if they were hand trapped, you still had not normal summoned at certain points. So there we're going to make the Swap Frog, summoning the Totally Awesome, and then we special summon the Jet, and Jet is going to get us to our Sprite Starter, which we are going to set and be ready for the turn. Now we have a Gamma Live, we have an Ash Blossom in hand, we have the Starter, we have the Dragostapelia, we have the Baron de Fleur, we have the IP Masquerena, and we've got the Totally Awesome all ready to do some damage, along with the Sprite Elf to be able to get things back. So I think that's pretty insane and pretty good for our board. And also what we can do is we can use Sprite Elf to bring back the Merly, and if it by any chance triggers any of the well, we did not, but there's the Havness. If we triggered any of the tier element monsters, we'll be able to make the winner because we have the Falco in the grave. So there you go. There's a couple of the combo tutorials for you guys. I hope that really helped. I hope you guys got an idea. You guys may slow down the video to get an idea of how the combo really works, but let us go for a couple of just regular test hands to see how consistent this deck is now, because you got to basically see full combo with E-Telly and how strong E-Telly makes the deck. So let us go for the test hands and see how this works. Here we go. We're going to do just a couple. Our first hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's already a good combo. We got 2 Sprite Blue. We can use the Sharon. Sharon will probably mow the next 3, which is already a trigger. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the Merly to mow. We have the Sprite Jet to follow up off the Merly because Merly is a level 2. And the Merly will end up milling your Swap and your Ronin, which is really strong. But even this hand is really strong because we have the emergency teleport, and that will get us just to a lot more plays. I think every hand you can see here is pretty consistent and able to play. Like even in this hand, you can ditch the Rhino Heart to summon the Swap Frog, which is really strong as well. Here we go for another 3 or another 5. We got the Sharon to discard the starter. The Deer Note is obviously the brick. Here we've got the Falco. The Falco can be your normal summon, or the Xiamen could be your normal summon even so. That's even still really good. And then the last hand is the double E-Telly with the Foxy Tune. The worst hand is probably, I don't know, which would you say the worst hand is? I'm not sure. Maybe like only the one where you can do Sprite combo. I think this might be the worst hand because you would have to summon the Falco to, because the normal summon of the Xiamen will just be like game ending. So you would have to normal summon the Falco. But even so, still this is full Sprite combo. So this out of all of them was the worst hand. And yeah, there's the combo list for you guys. So I hope you guys really enjoy it. I hope you guys are able to do some crazy things with this deck and have a lot of fun. And for me, Frisby Moonsong, we'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers, guys. Yow!